Hello guys, SILVERPLATED 22 here, bringing you another Silver-Plated Hybrid. This is the 4th episode. We're now on to the 3-5-2 formation. If you haven't already seen this series before, it's the series in which we work through each formation on the game, making a silver hybrid squad around it. Now obviously, as we've done 4 in, we start off with 3-4-1-2. We're now on to 3-5-2, which is quite a similar formation really. The only difference being, it's got CDMs instead of centre mids. But to me personally, that makes a big difference because I like to have a nice solid centre and a nice solid, group of players that will go forward, but they'll also come back to help in defence if you don't have a lot of defenders. So obviously with only 3 defenders, those 2 CDMs really shore up the defence. And it also allows the midfielders to push forward a little bit, which is cool. Obviously the 3-5-2 formation isn't quite as popular as it once was. Back when I did videos on FIFA 13, because if any of you don't know, I actually did videos for about a month on FIFA 13. The 3-5-2 was the formation. If you didn't use 3-5-2, you weren't playing FIFA. Anyway, as I said, this is the series where we use expensive players, cheap players, players I haven't looked at yet, and players you maybe haven't seen. So let's get right into it. Dizenoff. Sorry about that. I spoke too fast and ran out of air. 80 diving, 80 reflexes, 77 positioning, 6'2", pretty standard goalkeeper. Team this season who I hadn't covered, 10,000 coins. Helander is from the Serie A. He's Swedish. He's got 60 pace, 75 defending, and 77 physical. He's 6'4" with medium-high work rates. No complaints there. He's an absolute tank. Feels a lot quicker than his card stats would actually suggest. Feels more like about 65 to 70, maybe even 70. Bastos, one of my favourite defenders on the game. Absolutely, just a beast. Just like people bounce off him. I came up against like Crespo in a game, and he just bounced off Bastos every single time. And he only has 80 physical. I know that's a lot, but it doesn't feel, it should be like 95 or something. That's what it feels like to me. Almas, you'd maybe argue he's too slow to play in a 3-5-2, but I didn't notice any problems. An absolute beast at back, 6'4", medium high work rates, kind of a similar card to Helander. And yeah, nothing really else to say about him. Quite a solid defence. Ionita, who I've never actually used him before, but I don't really know why, because he has one of the most consistent cards I've seen on FIFA. He starts off as a centre mid, really, really solid. Only 3 stats. No, sorry, 5 stats away from being 70s and everything, which is really cool. So that's a centre mid, moving out of CDM. Gatcam is the same. He starts as a centre mid, but are you going to play him as a centre mid, really? Possibly, I guess, but he's shooting so low. However, I found in game his shooting was actually really good. Like, long shots wise, he seemed to hit the bar, and he actually scored a screamer for me, which was really cool, that you'll see in the clips. Gomez, another player who I haven't used, but looks really consistent. 85 pace, 77 dribbling, and decent shooting, passing, and physical stats. And then we move on to the left midfielder, who weirdly cost me 10k because there was no other ones on the market. But then I sold him for 10k. Strange. I don't know. There must be people want him, but unusual. But I've used this card so much. But I actually used the other one. I think it Spartak Moscow. The card. Absolutely awesome card. Kovalenko, he is going to feature in my favourite silvers of all time. I haven't had a chance to talk about him yet, but I'll talk about him a lot in the video because this guy he's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Too expensive, but amazing. Then up front, we've got the 2 Brazilian Shakhtar players. We've got Wellington Nem, who has 88 pace, 74 dribbling, 66 shooting, and 70 passing. And yeah, okay, both of them start off as cams, but I felt like they had decent enough shooting to be able to play in that role, so I also used Coutinho, not as quick, but has the 4-star skill moves, which is always nice. And he has 71 shooting, which is really, really good, and, should be more than high enough to be playing up front, to be honest. And when we go and have a look at the full squad, you can see here, I think it's quite a decent squad, really. A lot of dead links. I don't deliberately go for loads of dead links or no links wasted, as I keep saying. But I just like try and fit in about 3 leagues. And I think that's probably one of the better squads that I've actually made as far as how it looks. Let's go and have a look at the clips. I'm going to start off by talking about one of my favourite players of all time. Kovalenko is amazing. Passing, dribbling, defending, strength, heading. Everything is absolutely amazing. And a lot of people don't touch him because he's just so expensive. And I understand that. But just look at this sort of clip. He just weaves in and out of people. It's just so easy to use him. It's amazing. Wingers-wise, absolutely really good going forward. Didn't really offer much going back. CDM's really, really solid. No complaints there at all. Really shored up the defence. I couldn't really hope for any more, solid defences, midfielders, which was good because the defence was really solid, but did leave a few holes as there wasn't a huge amount of pace. But, when you've got 2 CDMs tidying up, it means you've almost got 5 players back there, which is really cool. Strikers-wise, Coutinho and Wellington Nem, yeah, they might not have, hit the net every single time, but they were getting into the positions that meant you were always causing danger. And this is the goal from Gatkan here. He just easily puts it into the top corner. That's a guy with 41 shooting. Just think about that. I think I've gone through most of the players there, but one thing I really want to say about this team is it played so well as a team. It's obviously a very expensive team, mainly because of Kovalenko. If you wanted to change him out for his normal card, that's fine. I've used that. It's still pretty good. Not in the same league, but still pretty good. But I'd say this team is one of my favourite teams I've used, and it's weird because I haven't actually used 3-5-2 much this year. So, really happy with the team. Obviously, you're going to see a bit more of Kovalenko on this channel, as he is one of my favourite players, and I've been waiting for the opportunity to use him. And I thought about doing a review of him, but it's been so long since he came out, I just thought it kind of wasn't worth it. But anyway, now, I love him, and I hope you guys, get the chance to use him at some point, even if it's in FUT Draft or something. He seems to pop up in FUT Draft a lot for me. Anyway, guys, for end chat today, what players should we work around next time? We're going to be in, I think is it 4-1-2-1-2 we'll be in now? Which is amazing, because I love 4 at the back formations. Which players do you want me to work around? Do you like the series? Do you like the other series on my channel? Let me know which series you're enjoying the most. Like, comment, subscribe. Cheers, guys.